All right, everybody. Now, for those of you that just got on, I hope you appreciate the view you have from here at the Arlington House, the most beautiful view we have here at the cemetery. Hope you had a chance to see Robert E. Lee's memorial that was on the other side of the garden. Now, on our way to our next stop, the Marine Corps Memorial Iwo Jima. The Marine Corps Memorial honors all Marines that have served this country bravely and much personal sacrifice from 1775 until today. Iwo Jima actually means Sulphur Island. On the morning of February 23rd, 1945, Marines from Easy Company 2nd Battalion would raise a flag on Mount Salbachi, Iwo Jima. Later, a much larger flag would be raised by 6 Marines. A photographer by the name of Joseph Rosenthal would take a picture of this flag raising. This would become the most iconic photograph of any military campaign. This is what the Marine Corps Memorial statue is based on. This took place on the 5th day of General Douglas MacArthur's 36-day island hopping campaign. During that campaign, more than 28,000 Japanese and Americans lost their lives on that island. Looking on your left, you're looking at Arlington Woods. This man allowed to grow up like this so you can see what Arlington Estate looked like when the Lee Custer's family first lived here. During the war, all this would have been clear-cut because they had several military installations here, including Fort Whipple, which meant they had artillery here, which meant they had to range the target. In order to do that, all of this would have been cut down. Now we're going to make a left. We're going to make the left look right into section 28. Most of these servicemen and women lost their lives in Korea and in Vietnam. All right, we're making the turn. Look right. Section 28. Now looking straight ahead, you'll see a construction site. This is a Millennium Project. The Millennium Project is very important right now because the cemetery only has about 624 acres under use. When you consider there's some 20 to 30 interments here a day, 7,500 a year, they're quickly running out of room. The Millennium Project will provide some 28,000 additional burial sites for servicemen and women and their families to be buried. You must remember more than 50% of the burials here now are cremations. Looking ahead to your left, you'll see a red and white sign. Beside the sign, you'll see a mock-up of the new colored burial. You'll notice some spaces. These are called ditch spaces. Each ditch space can hold 3 to 4 urns or jars for the remains of servicemen and women and their families. Now this is just a mock-up. The real one is going up on your left on that hillside to be completed in the next 11 months. And you see those spaces now. Remember, that's just a mock-up. Now, to qualify to be buried here at the cemetery, you must have active duty military service with honor. If you want an in-ground burial, you must be an officer, at least a 1 officer or above, have an enlisted rank of E9 or above, or be highly decorated, including a Bronze Star with Valor. Now start looking right. In a moment, I want you to take a very good look at the gravestones. In a moment, you'll notice something a little odd. A lot of the gravestones don't look like gravestones. They look like white bricks that someone pushed into the ground. These are unknowns. There are more than 5,000 unknown soldiers buried here on cemetery ground. Okay, so keep looking right. And see what I mean? They look like white bricks. Now keep looking right. You're looking at one of the oldest sections here, the cemetery. As you look closely at the gravestones, you might see the word civilian or citizen. These are contraband freed slaves that lived here on the estate in the area called Freedman's Village. Freedman's Village provided education, job training, and medical care for these freed slaves. Actually, the Sojourner Truth, the great abolitionist, served as a nurse in a hospital that was once established here. Freedman's Village got its start in Old Town, Alexandria. Now on your left, next to this wall, you find the grave site of William H. Johnson. William H. Johnson was a freed slave that would later become the personal valet of President Abraham Lincoln. As you turn around, look behind you, you'll actually see Lincoln's name on his gravestone. Now start looking left, you're going to see a gray tower. This is the Netherlands Carillon. This is actually a bell tower that was a gift of the Netherlands to the United States in appreciation for our help during World War II. The bell tower is 7 stories tall. There are 50 bells, and it was built in 1952. As we come to the top of the hill, when we start downhill, look right, you'll see where the first military burials took place. Here you'll find Private William Henry Chrisman from Lehigh, Pennsylvania. He was the very first military burial here. All right, we're at the top of the hill, children. When we start downhill, start looking right. Okay, you're going to see a clearing. In the middle of the clearing, you're going to see a small green tree. In front of that tree, you're going to see a group of 5 gravestones together. This is the grave site of Private William Henry Chrisman. All right, I know you see that big tree. Look for the little tree right in the clearing. Right in front of it, look for the group of 5. All right. And this is going to be our stop for the Marine Corps Memorial Iwo Jima.
You're gonna walk that way.
Very good, young people. Go ahead. Okay, no one for Iwo Jima?
Yeah.
Iwo Jima.
Saw it this morning.
Okay, saw it this morning. We'll
Yep.
get off. I don't know. Okay, we got seats here.